Hey, I wanna ball, I got a plan, so I'm on the floor and I'm not in the stands. When my number called, I think it out.
Fire question. Fire question. I can't stop myself from it. To be completely honest, like I try to actually actively put myself in a more logic based mind, but the artist brain, it takes over. Like I feel like it's just the natural way of the human to create. I think that it's like a primal thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cave drawings and prehistorically and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like art is just a way of life. So I feel like I just have always been tapped into that. That's how I view the creator. As a creator. You know what I'm saying? Like the original creator. So yeah, I create art just because it's in my bones. It's in my blood, it's in my spirit. Rap music, Ti, King. I remember the first thing like art or craft that I made was I was 5 years old. My mom had like a bunch of CDs. I took a picture of myself, like a Polaroid, and replaced the like CD cover. I can't remember which one. Like with myself. Then like I made a track list of songs, like on the back and whatnot. Like I was feeding into my rapper self back then and didn't even realize it. So like I just really wanted to be like, like the people that I saw on those CD covers. So yeah, that started my artistic journey for sure. I feel like the lyrics are the way for me personally. If I'm not talking about anything, then it doesn't matter what the music sounds like to me. Like it's gonna sit on the shelf, it's gonna fall to the wayside, because I feel like when I'm really expressing myself, my true self, I'm not capping, I'm not giving somebody a version of what I feel like I would want to hear, and I'm just truly giving what I feel like the world needs. I feel like somebody's gonna mess with it. It's 8 billion people on Earth. It's an audience out there for it, and it's a necessity. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about artistry. It's needed. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be bored without it as a human race. So yeah, 8 billion people on Earth. Like when I think about the sheer number of it, it's like even today, like we was like sitting in a restaurant, people just walking past, and it's like, dang, it's so many people that I'm never gonna see ever again, like that I'm seeing walk past for like 5 seconds out of my long life. So I feel like it just comes down to the fact that it's nobody to please for real other than yourself. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm doing what is important to me, you know what I'm saying, criticism is gonna come regardless. You know what I'm saying? Everybody get criticized. Jesus got criticized. Jesus got crucified. So as long as I don't get crucified, I'm good. It's a reflection. It's a projection, I say. And it kind of just magnifies the mundane. Like something can be so simple to the logic brain, and then when you look at it through your artist brain, which everybody has one, that's when the true creativity can bloom. So I would say that it's more of a reflection, but I would say that it's a projection of an image and an amplification more so. You know what I'm saying? That's what art is. It amplifies reality. It makes it more interesting. All the time. Not 24/7. Actually, I've been like realizing that I go through periods. I'm in the midst of one right now, where I just am firing on all cylinders creatively. I just can't stop thinking of ideas. The problem is getting myself to stop, go to sleep, stop writing stuff. But what I realized is that like I'm not replenishing that well, you know what I'm saying? So I have to continue to fill it so that it can continue to be pulled from. So that's how you balance that. I feel like you have to consume art just as much as you expend it. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're not expending it to the world, you're expending it to yourself, and eventually you're gonna have burnout if you don't continue to actively replenish their inner artist. You know what I'm saying? That's where it comes into. Yeah. I was like 6. We had just moved from Atlanta back up to North Carolina, and I just wrote a poem. It was like an assignment. We had to write like any type of poem. It could be free verse, like it could follow a rhyme scheme or whatever. And I wrote it about leaves, like leaves in the fall. It was like 4 lines, and I didn't think much of it. But my teacher, like, got it published in, I think, like either the school newspaper or the community newspaper, something like that. And I remember my mom first telling me about it, being mad proud. And I was just like, oh shit, okay. That was the first time that like from a young one, I was like, okay, like, so I could just write words and people will find them, appealing in some type of way. I have a gift for this. My mom's an English teacher, so I feel like I've always like had that affinity even from a little boy. So that 100%, like, that question came to me like that.
You got real winner.